Well, the current economic downturn is bad enough, but it could get even worse for West Coast ports. Improvements to the Suez and Panama Canals, coupled with our shrinking rail system, could change the way goods get from Asia to the East Coast. ABC 7's transportation reporter Heather Ishimaru explains.
West Coast ports have long been the preferred route for goods headed to interior U.S. destinations via the rail system and trucks. But industry analysts say for many eastern destinations, that route is now much more expensive than the East Coast or Gulf Coast ports. The U.S. rail system has shrunk and at the same time increased prices. Sea freight is more fuel efficient per ton than rail. And West Coast freeways are congested. Mike Jacob is vice president of the Pacific Merchant Shipping Association. He says the western ports are lagging.
Texas and Florida and Virginia are all making very strong strategic investments, not just in their seaports, but also in dedicated freightways for trucks and for rail.
Between January and October, Port of Oakland imports were down 6.4% as compared with the same time last year, while exports were up 4.4%. The port says that reflects the current economy, not a permanent shift in trade routes, though there is concern over the railroads.
There's been a lot of talk with our local rail providers and about what can we do to improve that intermodal access and movement of goods.
Industry analysts say improvements to the Suez Canal and the widening of the Panama Canal will also make the eastern ports more attractive. Jacob says shipping companies like those in his association spend $2 billion a year on West Coast rent, leases, and wages.
Some of the predictions are as dire as 25% loss in business over the long term. That's a pretty sizable hit on our economy.
But the Port of Oakland says predictions for trade swinging away from West Coast ports are unfounded.
I don't think anybody really has a crystal ball and can say exactly which way things are pointing.
They may only be predictions, but the Association of American Port Authorities is worried enough about it to be hosting a 2-day conference on the topic next year in Florida. Heather Ishimaru, ABC 7 News.